Okay, here we go. Hello, Ashville family. I'm Perkins Carden with AshevilleAthletics.com, and welcome to this episode of The Breakdown. Today we'll be with head football coach Barry Simmons. Head Coach Simmons, how are you doing today?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Welcome back to Asheville High School. This is where you started your coaching career over a decade ago. How does it feel to be back in the green and white?
Man, it feels fantastic. This is where I started my career, and this is where I hope to end my career here. This is a great community, great group of kids. I've enjoyed every minute of being back here. The kids' work ethic here, the support from the community, the outpouring of support from everywhere, from the teachers to the administration to the students working hard. Man, it's just been a fantastic run here, and I look forward to many more years of it being here. I love the green and white.
And from your recent involvement here, and I know from talking to you personally, you're well aware of the history and tradition here at Asheville. How does that play into your vision for what you're trying to build with our football program?
Well, you want to take that history and you want to build to it. You want to look back and say, this is where we were at. At one time we've been here. This is, we've had people like Rush Probst and John Gross and Bill Clark and Reagan Clark and Raymond Farmer come through here. But then you've had athletes come through this went to the next level and to the next level. From there, you want to be able to look back and say, here's where we were. Here's where we're at. Now, how do we get back to there? How do we take our program back to that high level and then keep it there consistency? So it's just a reference point for us to look back and say, hey, we've been successful. There's people here that's done great things at Asheville High School. You take a Coach Gross who not only coached here, but he went to high school here. And I want the student athletes at Asheville High School to be able to look at that and say, look, this man, he's from here. He wore the green and white. He played in it. He came back and coached. And look at now, he's coaching at the college level. Coach Clark coached here. Coach Probst, he coached here. Now look what they were able to accomplish. So somebody from Asheville, a kid at Asheville, can look at it and say, look, I can be successful. I can be very successful from Asheville High School because this is a great place to be.
And that's another thing a lot of fans are wondering is, what is your plan to bring the stability back to this program that it's had in the past?
The stability will be brought back through the hiring of people that want to be here, that bleed the green and white, and when we go through questions and interviews and we talk to people, now I love this school and I love this community. This is my people. This is the people I want to be around. I don't plan on going anywhere else. I want to build a program, a total program, all athletics here at Asheville High School. And I want people of that same mindset that when they walk in, that this is their home. They want to be here. They want to be here for the kids. They want to be here for their family. They want their kids to come up through this school, and they want to produce the best absolute student athletes that we can. And that's going to take a little while, but that the end result, if we hire the right people and get them in the right positions, that stability can be created there. The constant turnover maybe that they've had in the past, we've got to stop that, all right? And we've got to get people that really, really want to be here. If we do that, that'll create stability, okay? Another thing that creates stability is you want to embrace the past, look to the future, what we want to accomplish, and you want to have an open door. You want people to know what we're doing here. I want players from not just football players, but basketball players, but yes, football players to come back that's played here, that's bled up on that field. I want them to be able to come back here and feel comfortable coming back and saying, this is my home. How can I help make this better? And get the community. This is a community school, and getting the community back involved in this school, getting the former players back involved in this school, and in any way, in any capacity, whether it's just to come, give a high five when they come off the field to support the kids. That's what we want to do, and we want to do that for the long term, and that's how you create stability in a place. Is you bring in people that want to be here, that's going to care about these kids and push these kids, you'll create stability at this program.
And with that being said, where do you see your program in 5 or 10 years down the road?
Oh, in 5 years, my goal, and we try to do this in the step process, and for all athletics, for me, I want to see us in the playoffs next year, competing in the playoffs, and from there, I want us to be able to push in year 2 and 3 to be pushed deep in the playoffs. In year 5, I hope we're in the talks of a state championship in 1, 3, or all of all of our sports. I hope we've created that level of expectation here. That in 5 years that we're talking about Asheville High School as the top 4A school in the state. Anything else to me is unacceptable. We need to push ourselves to be the very best that we can be. And so in 5 years, I hope we're talking about sitting here doing another interview talking about what it's like to be playing in the state championship.
So everybody that knows you and everybody that's been around you for the past 6 months or so that you've been back here know you're a high energy guy, a hard working guy. So what motivates you to get up in the morning and come here and work hard for
Well, number
people
one,
here?
I'll say this, and you all know that I'm a man of faith. I'm a Christian, so I like to start my days out with praying and feeding from that, knowing this, that I can go somewhere and I can live in such a way that could present Christ and through what I'm doing. And the Bible teaches us, and I say this a lot, that whatever we find to do it with all our might. All right, so I feel like that teaching, coaching is a calling, and it's something that's been placed on your life. So if you enjoy what you do, you're always going to have energy doing it. And I love football, but I love my Savior more. And I love athletics in all sports, and I love to push kids. And I like to see kids go beyond what they think they can go. A lot of kids, they get to that wall where they don't think they can go anymore. And then all of a sudden, they're pushed beyond that. And when they get there, when they go over that hump and they realize they can be more than what they thought, that motivates me. And I want to keep pushing then. I want to keep pushing then. And that's what keeps me going every day. Love my job. I love what I do because it allows me not only to present Christ in such a way that, hey, that we can do this clean and we can do this right and we can do this fun and we can have we can have high energy doing it. Listen, you got to love what you do, and I love what I do, and that goes from everything from the coaching aspect to it to the relationship with the kids. Every bit of it, I love what I do, and I really thank God that He blessed me to be able to do this. And hey, you're going to find me, from time to time at home having high energy, just thinking about what I like to do. With my daughter, I coach her the same way, and she's 10. So I coach her the exact same way. She'll tell you right now, I'm not easy. Heck no, I'm not easy. People, when I got here, people's like, ugh, he's tough. Yeah, he's tough. You know why? It ain't because he don't like you. It's because he loves you and he wants you to be the very best you can do. We're never going to get to that level of expectations until we learn to push ourselves beyond our limits. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to bring in good people and to push you guys past what you think you can actually do.
So let's move to talking about this upcoming season. You added Springville back to your schedule again, which was a big rivalry when you were here in the early 2000s, your first time. Can you talk about your thinking behind that and putting it back on the schedule?
I'm kind of sad that it ever left. That was a huge rival. No, Raglan's a rival too, but there's something about that Springville Ashville rivalry that provides that spark you need in the season, that both towns kind of shut down when that game goes on, whether it's basketball, baseball, volleyball, it doesn't matter. And when I looked on the football schedule and I didn't see Springville, it kind of hurt my heart a little bit, because not only from a standpoint of that we're close, but the kids are rivals. When the kids go out in town, that's who they see. They see kids from Springville. They talk with social media now all the time. They know what's going on over there. Our kids know what's going on over there. Their kids know what's going on over here. It's a rival. And we played them in B team last year, and don't sell yourself short. That spark was still there, and I'm looking forward to renewing that. It's a great tradition, and that's part of it. Reestablishing some of that tradition. What we were talking about a while ago is to bring that stuff back, that rivalry back to the plate, and say, hey, look, this every year we look forward to doing this right here. These two towns do it. And again, that brings that energy, that spark back to your program that you might have been missing in years past.
And it's no secret that we play in a really tough region in 4A. We play teams like Hoax Bluff, Cherokee County, Jacksonville that are year by year deep contenders in the state playoffs. Right. We lose Sachs, which is a good trade-off. Get Cherokee,
Cleveland County.
So what's your message to your players going up against these big opponents that routinely have success?
What do you think it is? It is compete, okay? When I tell them, I say, look, they're 15, 16, 17-year-old kids. Maybe some of them's 18, just like you. Here's the thing. There's no difference between you and them. Here's what you've got to know is that this summer, during the season, you've put more work in than them. And if you've put more work in than them, then that gives you an opportunity. Now, that don't guarantee us a win, but what it does is guarantee us an opportunity to go out and be successful. So when I'm preaching to the kids, you know what? They may be tough. They got good athletes, but so do we. All right. Now, the bottom line at the end of the day is who executes better. Okay, and then we start preaching about execution within our offense, within our defense. And, you know, kids have a tendency nowadays to size up their opponents. And I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. They'll look at this opponent and say, you know, they're pretty good. I don't know if I can compete with them. And they'll kind of reserve themselves. They'll beat it before they ever step on the field. The mentality that we want to bring across the board is, I don't care who we play. It can be anybody, any team in the state, anywhere in the state. We want to get on that field, win, lose, or draw. We're going to compete. We're not going to look at the level of competition. We're going to worry about us and us giving 100% every single play. And when we get that buy-in, it doesn't matter who we step on the field with. It doesn't matter what sport we're playing. Once you get that buy-in right there, where that, hey, nothing matters, but when we get on that floor, we compete. When we get on that field, we compete. When we get on wherever we're at, that dime, we're going to compete. When we get that in our minds, and it doesn't matter who we play, then things are going to take care of it. Wins and losses will take care of themselves.
Coach, thank you for sitting down with us today. It's been a pleasure.
Perkins. Yes, sir. Go Dogs.
I'm Perkins Carden with AshvilleAthletics.com. Make sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter. Thank you and have a great day.